How long is too long to be arguing over 50 pence? Well, if your company name is Vehicle Control Services, arguing with a lady called Janet over a 50p parking ticket that she had on her windscreen, which fell off onto the dashboard and therefore they argued that it wasn't being displayed correctly, 5 years seems to be about the right amount of time to be arguing, only to end up in court and lose. And this story is quite ridiculous. So Janet is a mum of two who had parked in the Clusters car park in Liverpool to go to their weekly art club. She came back to the vehicle to realise that her ticket had fallen off the windscreen onto the dashboard. She was subsequently given a parking charge notice of £100 by Vehicle Control Services for not displaying the ticket correctly. After rejecting 2 appeals saying that she wasn't displaying the ticket correctly, therefore was in breach of contract, Vehicle Control Services told her that she was responsible for paying the £100 charge. After she refused to pay it, it was reportedly sent to their legal team, whereupon an additional £60 was added to the fees. However, a couple of years later, they offered her a deal to pay £20 instead of the full outstanding amount. In speaking to the news, Janet said every time she got a letter, she was threatened with court action. And when she got another one in 2021, she rang them up and said, "Stop sending me letters or bring legal proceedings." So they did, and then she got a claim form from the county court, the amount claimed being £282, the full amount. However, all this came to a head on the 9th of March of this year, 2022. Janet represented herself via a video link to Liverpool County Court and won. I can only guess as to the remarks of the judge in concluding the case, but it would be something along the lines of the fact that since she had paid for the ticket and it had only fallen onto the dashboard and was still visible, it was probably unfair for the company to levy this parking charge notice against her, because ultimately if terms are unfair, they are unenforceable, and after all, she'd paid for the ticket. According to the author in the Manchester Evening News, where this story was reported, a representative for Vehicle Control Services said, "We are currently considering our position following the judge's decision, and as such, it's inappropriate for us to comment further at this stage." But whilst Vehicle Control Services are not in a position to comment, I can. I believe there will be little to no chance of appeal whatsoever, because unless there is a significant and grave error of law or procedure, the only appeal would seek to impugn the judgment of the court, which simply isn't going to happen in a case like this. And ultimately, it's my respectful view that cases like this shouldn't end up in court in the first place, when the facts are so simple. The ticket was paid, it was on the dashboard, it was visible, and I sincerely believe that it is a waste of the court's time when there are so many significantly more serious cases that the court ought to deal with. But in the meantime, I say well done to Janet for standing up for yourself, for winning your case, and if anyone else is in a similar position, don't be afraid to stand up to yourself, and I hope my videos provide some guidance in that respect. But of course, if you're unsure, always seek for more legal advice. Please remember to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.